What's good, YouTube? And welcome head-to-head battles to the house. Susu and Jin do great work, and I really love their merch with the Moki Moki theme, and that's exactly what has updated on their site. Code What's Good 5 for 5% off, and to support the channel directly as well as theirs works over on their site. And I love the little anime lip, the toga. I too once upon a time toga partied, and the Mosachi line here has a deck box, a foil hoodie it looks like, as well as sleeves. It's just excellent. It's really clean. And the same with Mupreme and the Muchi, the dripped out Moki Moki / Hype Beast one. Now there are some things that are a little spicy on the site that I might ask your head judge if you can use at events, but there's also super cute stuff like the Exo Sister X Pokemon drops. So go ahead, check out their site, and the code will stack on top of free shipping, which is if you're getting it to $100 on the site, you get free shipping, and then making it even cheaper with code What's Good 5 for 5% off and to support the channel directly, now working on their site. Let's get to what you came here for though. Mama! What are the prices with Mama? Never thought I'd be saying that here, but you know, enough waifu tax and that'll happen. Going through this set is extremely interesting, and I'm going to refresh right now because Gamer's Choice really feels like they're coming in too cheap with certain things, and they are making huge bundles on every single sleeve equally. They were updating the bundles as I was doing the actual building of tabs for Market Watch, and yeah, I knew some of these would go up. They started every single Ishizu card at $13. They all rose to $15, and now specifically 2 of them have risen up to $20. I personally would have started these cards out at $20, but if you were on socials, Discord, Twitter, you would have actually had a chance at the $13 ones / $15 ones here, but they are going up. I wonder if that's affected their deck core. Yeah, their deck core has also gone up in price versus earlier. Now, I think the estimated value pulled chop up from the set is interesting because no reprint was above $30 except the BLS link, and that has very little demand in the set. I feel like they have it all the way down at $5, and then you have other cards that are way more interesting, like Skill Drain keeps going up $18, $20, and here we have a holographic starting out at $5. Imperm was in a structure deck yet commanded $13. Here it is at $8 under, you know, the structure deck copy I think was 10 to 11, but the structure deck itself went to 13. Evenly matched, every single reprint of this started out I think around $18 week 1 for it. Lightning Storm just had another reprint, so this could even go down a little with that immediate competition that was there. Triple Tactics Talents, I do think a lot of people will be after this one. It hadn't seen a reprint since the 2021 Megaton, so it's been well over a year, and people do want to get 3 of that when they're grabbing it. But yeah, the Ishizu stuff is the only new stuff in the set, and it's what people are after, and the MSRP of the set being $25, and us knowing, yeah, those sleeves, vendors are going to mass sell these out. They're going to want anything back they can get on them. Like, the only ones that might go up are the Sky Striker ones, in my opinion. While Witchcrafters are fan favorites, there's just going to be too many of those, and people will be chasing Engage and Kagari. Probably Engage being number 1. Yeah, I just see the sleeves as something they're trying to turn and burn, but if you're a huge fan of any of these, $120 for 30 packs, does that knock it down to $4 per pack? And then code What's Good 5 for 5% off and to support the channel directly, you'll make it even cheaper. I still don't know. I think some bulk sleeves will be going down to 3 and then maybe further. We'll have to wait and see, but going through the set, I think they very fairly priced out a lot of their things, / I think other things will be going up. Apolos is starting around 7. If I recall, when Gold Series reprinted it, it started at 8, and now they were all $20. Not everything can be money. Estimated value pulled chop-ups matter. A lot of people went deep into this set, and I felt weird about it at first, but it turns out the set list is just so good. But a lot of these cards were not above $30. Traptrix Sarah will be highly sought after, but by only people going for a structure deck later, so I think it might start out cheaper and end up going up due to the structure deck later, but I don't know about that one. Also, Harpy's Feather Duster being in the new art is nice. $4, it is staple-ish, but you only need the one. Millennium Eyes Restrict, same line, you only need the one. We'll have to see. It is a big set list also. It's $100, so I see their game plan for trying to get value back out of the set and why they initially tried to price the Shizu stuff so cheap, but now it is, yeah, going up on their site. And again, I kind of expected that to happen. Another huge thing with Magnificent Mavens is the EU/UK version, at least. I'm pretty sure this will apply to all EU. Let me know in the comment section down below. The EU version cases have 48 total mini boxes, where the US cases have 20 mini boxes. Now, they are priced appropriately each to where they, take that into consideration and price each mini box, right? But over here on tier 0, it's going to seem like it's way more for a case, but it's 8 total displays, and each display has an extra mini box, so the setup for the product is different. I also heard something about, like, similar to Ghost 2, I didn't study them, but they having the shell inside to keep things in place versus not. USA versus EU happened once again like it did from Ghost from the past too. So I need to go look at that after, but let me know in the comment section down below if that also holds true from the openings. I really hated how Ghost 2 felt like it was rattling around in the box from the US, but huge differences there from EU and US already. We'll have to keep an ear to the ground for ratio, see what's shorted and that kind of stuff. Darkwing Blast Day 1 is officially here. Anybody can come in and list, which means realistically we will see through the weekend and Monday, Tuesday, people get to their quantities and be listing versus the demand that's hitting the gate right now. Now, certain cards you have way more listers, like the tier limit secret here, 67 total, still above where pre-sales were priced to a degree. Spellbound, absolutely crashing out. Good job, Day 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Good job. Fenrir here, though, is up towards 43, and Lubellion up towards 66. It looks like if you did pre-sales, you did a pretty good job versus Day 1. We'll see how week 1 is. Sprite Sprint is down towards 18, and when I say down, it's not all that much. I think pre-sales were 20-ish, and we do see the Ignis Phoenix Draco Slayer trying to be around 15, and then Bistal Magnuma is around 10-something dollars right now above its market price. Oh my gosh. So it's like $1 above market price. This one to me is interesting because, again, you're going to see clumping first off, but you only get 18 super rares per box, and there are now, 26 different super rares per set, and that means you're looking at 8 some odd per case of this, not, the full play sets on average. If you were to go case after case, how many you would average see out of the set list versus the product. It's an interesting super rare, and it's getting so much hype here early on. I still think it's inflated, but people are on this more than anything, and it's been a long time since we've seen a super rare do that, and ultra rares have been the star of the show lately, and Fenrir is really showing that off. But everything else falling out, you have the Karma Cannon to 8 where it was on pre-sales. You have World Seat around $7, right where I said it probably should be, and a bunch of other cards just completely falling out in price. Look at that, the Unicorn already $6.50. Remember them trying to get as much as Fenrir at first. Now, speaking of good ultra rares, Garura is kind of falling out in price right now, but it's still a pretty good option to have. But it was going 25, even bubbling to 28, back down to 20 and readily available. So a pretty good price coolant over here if you were hunting this card. While a lot of attention goes towards Darkwing Blast, towards Maven pre-sales, this card has been going down, and it might be one you want to have. Also, Fallen of Albaz secret rares shooting up in price here. It's interesting to me because the ultimate rares went up, and I guess this followed a little bit. So you see a buyout on this. The lowest is 31 before 35, and it's quickly 40 here on the front page versus a market price of 25. So be aware this is being bought out at this moment, probably four-bisted, but we'll wait and see. Speed Duel GX box is completely failing, the MSRP of this being 16. You see it down to 10. You know it's bulkier. They're paying extra for shipping. And the singles, they're getting more listings slowly for some of them. A Hero Lives, I think, just got a reprint in Mama as well. So not too lucky for that, if I'm not mistaken. And then we also see Dogeron here, secret rare, just around $3. I feel like years ago that would be $8, $9, $10 out of a niche product like this. So a really good chance to also get some of these secret rares out of this set, because I don't think a lot of people are going to want to be busting this open en masse, especially with how hard it's failing, which means some of these singles will likely appreciate over time. Again, I know a regular Mr. Nice Guy from the streams who collects super rare Drillroids. I wonder how many of these secret rares he's going to get for himself. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Day 1 Darkwing Blast, very interesting. Mama pre-sales going wild early, but still kind of underpriced versus where I thought things would be at, and very interesting to see how others will approach like Tier 0 as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! Daily, but Gamer's Choice coming in earlier, it was cheaper, already bumping up by the time of the video, so who knows what quantities they're at as the demand meets the door here. Thanks for watching, everybody.